Hello everybody, I'm Mariam and today I'm going to show you how I changed the past papers of IGCSE Mathematics 0580 so that they become syllabus 2025 compatible. If you're an IGCSE Math teacher, you must know that the syllabus has changed and also the paper pattern has changed. Earlier, paper 2 used to be a non-calculator paper. I mean a calculator paper, and so was paper 4. But now paper 2 will become a non-calculator paper, and earlier it used to be of 70 marks. Now it has to be of 100 marks. And similarly, paper 4 will now be a calculator paper, and earlier it used to be of 130 marks, and now it has to be of 100 marks. So we need to do a bit of shuffling between the questions of both the papers so that paper 2 becomes completely a non-calculator paper and paper 4 has the remaining 100 mark questions in it. It can have both calculator questions and non-calculator question. It does not matter for P4, but P2 needs to be an exclusively calculator, non-calculator based paper. And we have to also add 30 mark questions in the old P2 so that it becomes a proper 100 mark question. So I'll show you how I achieve this, how I change the old past papers so that they become according to syllabus 2025 format. Okay, so right here on the screen, I have a pair of paper 2 and paper 4 open. For example, I have May-June 2021 variant 2-3, and similarly I have May-June 2021 paper 4-3 and their corresponding marking schemes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change any question in P2 that might require the use of calculator. So I might make small tweaks so that it becomes a non-calculator question. Okay, so I've already gone over the paper, and the first question that actually requires a calculator is question number 8. So let's go to question number 8. Okay, here it is. So because of this value 1.1723, we can't use that in paper 2 anymore because we need to do this question without a calculator. So I've done my working, and if I change this value to 1.2 and change 190 to 180, then this becomes a simple calculator, non-calculator question. Okay, how would we change the values? I'm going to erase this. So I'll just use a white marker, erase this, and also erase 190. And instead, I'm going to write the required values, which are 180 and 1.2. Okay. By the way, this software is Foxit Reader, and I'm going to attach the link to it in the description. It's a very handy tool to make these changes. 70% of your work will be done on this software. Okay, now I'm going to change its marking scheme. So I go to question number 8, and I have to change these values. I'm going to clear this and this. Now I've done the calculations at my end, and I know that the answer would be 150. So I'll write 150 here. And this would be 180 divided by 1.2. Control S. Okay, go back to the actual question, and also I have to erase this. Give answer correct to 2 decimal place, because now that's not needed, because we get a whole number answer. Okay, gone. Control S. Let me just make it more neater. Okay. Now look at question number 9. although it can be completely done without a calculator, but this needs to go without using a calculator because now you won't have a calculator. So this does not make sense. You will have to do it without a calculator anyway. So this needs to go. That's it. Moving to the next question that requires a calculator, and I know that's question number 15. Okay. Okay, here's question number 15. Part A does not require a calculator, so it's good. Part B is good as well. There's a problem in part C. So I realized that if I change this value 26.906 to just 26, then it becomes a simple non-calculator question. So that and rest can be done easily. Now I'm going to change its marking scheme. Which question is this? 15 part C. Okay, so this has to go. I'm going to rub this. And this has to go. Okay, so instead of this, the answer for the first part is 6.5. I've already calculated it, which can be done without the calculator. And the answer for C2 is going to be 13. And that's it. No, you don't need to make any changes here because it's not using any of the unchanged values, the old values. Okay, back to this. Okay, the next question we need to change would be question 21. All these other questions are non-calculator questions. They can be done without a calculator. Okay, 21. Now this is trigonometry. We can't do this without a calculator, but since exact trigonometric values are part of the syllabus now, so if I change this into 60 instead of 65, then knowing the value of sine 60 or cos 60 or tan 60 is part of the syllabus now. So let me just type 0 over here. And if I change 12.8 into just 12, the working will become a lot manageable without a calculator, and that's it. And the answer would now be in surd form because you'll be doing, because this would be 12. Oops. This would become 12, this would become a right angle, so you'll be doing sine 60 is equals to BC over 12. Sorry, 12 over BC. So BC would be 12 over sine 60, and sine 60 is, I think, under root 3 upon 2. I haven't still gotten the hang of this topic. Okay, under root 3 over 2. So that becomes 24 over under root 3, and then you have to rationalize it because surd is not surd is part of the syllabus as well. So you can use questions that involve surds. So we get this, and then it becomes 8 under root 3. So the answer will come in surd. So now I'll have to mention that give your answer in surd form. So that is what I'm going to write. Give answer in surd form. Simplest surd form. Simplest surd form. Or you can also write give answer in the form of a under root b. You can write give answer in the form of a square root of b. I think I'll write that instead. Give answer in the form a square root of b. Let me just annotate here because I don't think this software has the function of writing mathematical equations, so this is good enough. So give answer in the form of a under root b. Now I'll have to change the marking scheme. So question 21 is here. So the answer comes out to be 8 square root of 3. So I'll be rubbing this. Oops. White. 8 square root of 3. And I'll have to fix the values here. This becomes 60 and that is just 12. Okay, let me write 60 here. Control S. Okay. Next question that I need to change would be 23. Okay. Okay, this is a question on cosine rule, and I don't think I can change it into a calculator question, non-calculator question. So not now what I'll have to do, I'll need to send this 4-mark question into its corresponding P4. So let me write that in the note so that I remember. Send to P4. Now I'll show you how to do this in a bit. We'll be using an online tool to take a screenshot from here and paste this question in P4 instead. Okay, but we'll do that in a bit. Okay, since I'm removing a 4-mark question, I need to introduce a 4-mark question in this paper. I think I'll make it a third question, a rationalization question, rationalization of denominator of the third. So I'm going to write simplify by. Okay, thanks to OBS, my recording got stopped somewhere in between and I'll have to redo this recording. Yes, it is. Okay, so I've done question number 23. This is the question I chose. It's for 4-mark and I've also entered it in the marking scheme. Let me show it to you. 23. Okay, here's the answer and here's the solution. Eventually this will go over here, but right now I don't want to clear this because I have to send the original question to paper 4 later. Okay. Acha ji, I think paper 2 is completely done for now. Okay, what I did after that unfortunately did not get recorded. This was the last question. After that, I added 3 blank pages to it because I need to now bring in 30 marks worth of questions from paper 4 into paper 2 so that paper 2 also becomes a 100-mark question and paper 4 also becomes a 100-mark question. Okay, I added those blank pages through this URL and I'm going to attach it in the description as well. And you can it's a very simple tool. You can add blank pages anywhere in the software. In the PDF, I added 3 at the end of the 3 at the end of the paper 2 and 2 in the end of the marking scheme as well, because we need more space in the marking scheme as well for the more questions that we're bringing in from P4. Okay, so blank page is done. Now I'm going to teach you another tool. Edit PDF. Yeah, okay. So this tool will help me shuffle the questions from P2 to P4. So I'm going to open the paper 2 here and paper 4 and its marking scheme here. So paper 2, here's the paper 2 and here is its marking scheme. Okay. So I've already added one of the questions that unfortunately did not get recorded. So I cut paste a question from paper 4 into this paper that did not require the calculator. Okay, it's not showing, so I'll redo it. Never mind. Okay, first this needs to go because let me just quickly check, is it recording? Because now I would get very upset if it's not. Okay, it is. Okay, back to this. Okay, so this part needs to go because it's not end of the paper yet. So I'm going to use this rectangle tool change its color to white and completely just clear this space. Okay. Now I'm going to add question number 27 here. Oops. Not here. Here. 27. Fix the font. Okay. Now I'm going to take a screenshot of question number 27, which is going to be one of the questions from paper 4 that we need to move to paper 2. Like I said, 30-mark questions from this 130-mark paper needs to go to paper 2 so that both the paper become 100-mark questions. Okay, this is a paper 2 question because it does not really need a calculator. So I'm going to use the snipping tool of my computer and take a screenshot of this and also a screenshot of its answer from the marking scheme. Snipping tool. And you don't have to save these screenshots, they automatically get saved in pictures folder, in the pictures folder and in the screenshot subfolder. Okay, so now I go back to the online tool and I have to press this, select this, add image and go to pictures, screenshots, and this is what I just copied. What you copy goes in the end. So here's the question. All good. We've managed to cut a question from paper 4 and paste it into the P2. And similarly, I will have to change, enter the answer in the marking scheme. Okay, cut paste the answer in the marking scheme. Okay, so that would be question number 27. I'll have to type that here, 27, and add image and last image. Okay, here's the answer. Okay, you'll do the same thing with another 28 marks from this paper 4 and bring it to paper 2. So there's so many questions in paper 4 that do not require calculators. You can move them to paper 2 and then you'll be good to go. Okay. Now what's left to do is to change the front page into the front page of the new format. The new format is for 2 hours and the marks are different here. It's 130. Now it's going to be 100 for each mark. So how do we achieve that? Let me check. Are we recording? Yes, thank God. Okay. Back to this. Let me teach you how to change the front page. Okay, I'm going to use the tool remove PDF pages. I'm going to attach the link in the description. Select PDF file and where were we? I hate that we have to do this from scratch every time. Okay, these are the papers that I've changed already. And this is the one we're working on right now. Okay, so let me change the front page of, let's say, the paper 4. Okay, so I'm going to remove the original front page and any other page that might need removal. It's usually this blank page because blank page is just a waste of printing space, I think. So I'm going to remove these two, press remove. And before you download, you add merge PDF. And here I'm going to attach the first 2 pages of the specimen paper. I'm also going to link that in the description so that you can just download it and you don't have to extract those 2 pages on your own manually. Okay, now I'm going to move the front page first and then the paper, merge PDF, download. Okay, let me just show it to you. So the front page has now changed. I will, however, need to change these values here. It's paper 2020 3. No, it's from the year 2021, so let me fix that. The paper we are working on is from 2021 and it's summer series, so I'll have to write May, June over here. May/June. Okay, that's good enough. And it is also paper 43. So change that to 43. Okay, done. Control S. Okay. Okay, never mind. I'll save this later. Okay, so now notice that the front page has changed. It's for 2 hours. It's for 100 marks as needed. 100 marks. And there's also a formula sheet now that would be part of the examination paper. And later you'll have to remove the questions that you've moved to P2. So for that also you can write comment, drawing, and you can use this rectangular drawing and you can just overwrite it and it's gone just like that. Okay, I hope I've covered everything. If I haven't, I'll mention that in the description, but that is how you change the old past papers into the new format past papers. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you next time. Take care.